Hey guys, so we're all dressed up. How do we look? These are pretty much our first date looks. Would you date us? If so, listen up and stay tuned. We're gonna go over all the tips, tricks, and advice on how to land the second date. So if you guys are interested in hearing about all of our details and our advice, which you should, like, subscribe, comment, and give us all of your feedback about what we're gonna go over in this episode. I'm your host, Kyler.
I'm Gigi.
And let's go ahead and get into it. So, ladies and gents, guys and gals, all of the above, cats, dogs. So, this is pretty much, Gia, my outfit to go to of what I would be giving if I was going on a date.
I'd marry you.
See? Someone likes it. So, guys, we are going to go over our advice. So, to jump into it with you guys, pretty much we're going to go over what to wear. So I think that when you're going on a first date, clearly first impressions is everything. I feel like you should just wear something that's going to express your personality. I'm kind of giving sexy, sensual, dolled up extraness, which is my personality. Gia is giving Princess Jasmine, romanticism, genie in a bottle, which is Gia.
So you want to give your man or your woman or whatever you're giving, you want to give him life from day one. Element one, you want to give him life.
Exactly. I think exactly what Gia is saying. For sure, be yourself, but be the best version of yourself. But whatever your style is, I would just literally take that times 10, because I'm the type of person, I love to go to nice places and fine dining and just, I love the ritz and glam of stuff, right? So I love to wear heels. Even though I'm a tall girl, I still like to wear heels. So I usually always, on the first date, always wear heels, just because that's genuinely what I like to do. If you're not a person who likes to really dress up, I would say still try to put on a pizzazz version of your outfits. But if you're more of a sporty or street chic type of wear, I would still give that, because there's no reason of kind of faking the front. I would still, for sure, still be yourself. If you're not someone who normally would wear a dress, then wear something like a jumpsuit or something just incorporated with, like, if you love button-ups, because I love button-ups. But whatever is your version of how you would feel like on a going out with your friends or your updo version of yourself, I would leave with that. But if you know that you're normally not a person who would wear a cocktail dress, then maybe you shouldn't go with that. You know, not everyone has to wear.
You want to wear what you're going to keep up.
Yes. Upkeep is for sure. So whoever you introduce them to is who you should continue to be. Even if you're someone who wants to turn into maybe being more feminine or being more trendy, then maybe try to leave with that and then kind of set the tone for yourself. Always show up as the highest version of yourself, period. And maybe it'll help motivate you to keep up with what you're introducing or evolve. Because, I mean, to be honest, if you were one person with the last guy or last girl, you can be a whole new version of that. They don't know you. That's the great thing about first dates, because you can completely evolve and be a better version of the last person. So if you're a crazy person, literally a crazy person in the last relationship, you might be a sane person in the next one, you know? So
I'm a Gemini, so Geminis typically, we adapt to our lover. Like, I'm like a J-Lo and like Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian's gonna be like this girl for this guy for that guy, whatever. So in a relationship that I was in, I was like dressing super hipster and like super like things I would never wear, but he liked that because that's the kind of girl that he wanted. So I wouldn't recommend that. Don't like change yourself, because I've done it before and I was like, oh my God. Dress how you are.
yes. So come to the date, numero uno. Come as yourself, but the best version of yourself. Tip number 1. Okay, so guys, next thing we're going to go over with you guys is, where do you go on the first date? So we're going to give you guys some good ideas. Clearly, not everything's for everyone. Some things are different for different personalities. Also, if you have some great ideas for first dates, me and Gia are both single, so put those in the comments for us, because we need your help just as much as you guys need us.
Help me.
So one tip that I would say about that would be, you want to be in an element where you guys can communicate. So like a good first date wouldn't be a movie because you can't talk. A good first date wouldn't be a club. Personally, I would rather see you during the day. And then if things go well, then we go on another date later, and then I can give you glam. But I think it's, and I know this is kind of probably crazy coming from me, but I believe that if you want to have a real relationship with someone, he has to see you without all the glam. But you can give him like, yes, at first, and then you give him glam all the time, because in relationships, because I want to be married, more times than none, you're not going to be like glam all the time. Maybe me and Kyler get glam all the time, but like not, you know what I mean? Like more. So I personally think morning or afternoon dates, something that's outside of dinner, is the good first date to see if you like him or if you like her.
I don't know how I feel about not showing up with glam, but because I'm extra. I'm the type of person who wears makeup at the beach. I know it's super extra, but I'm just that type of girl. I love makeup. I love hair, nails, glitz, glam. So I wear makeup at the beach. And I mean, I don't think that I'm too bad of a looking female. And I just still like to wear makeup. Clearly, there's some days where I might not wear makeup, whatever, but I like to wear makeup. It is what it is. Kill me. Okay, so I'll give you guys a rundown of just some ideas. If you hate them, you hate them. Don't take your beloved other there, okay? But if you love them, maybe I'm helping you for your future soulmate. So something that can be interactive or cute and fun. Also do something that maybe you can kind of catch the vibe of what that person is giving, like maybe their profession or what their aura energy was when you met them, because some of these things clearly are age-based, or also what the vibe of that person, or things that you like to do. So one thing, you could go to like an adult arcade. So there are places, depending upon the city that you live in, you of course you could go to Dave and Buster's and things like that, but of course there's kids there, but there are bars that have arcades inside, so it can be something a little bit interactive, so you can have like small plates or whatever and kind of do that, or also if depending upon there's always fairs, clearly stuff like that is kind of fun and cute.
Something like that is interactive, so that like if she's nervous or he's nervous, maybe you can invite a friend with you, or like you can go in a group, but you guys can still kind of like maybe go off and have a play.
I don't think that you should bring friends on the first date. Unless you met in a group setting, or if you are already introduced to the friends. Like say if I hook Gia up with one of my guy friends, then that would probably be the only case where I would say bring a friend. Or if you're out of town and you guys are all in the same city. Something like that. But other than that, I would say try to limit that, because also
some girls like me, I'm nervous on a first date. So if I don't really know you, I would like to bring a friend. So there would be some girls that might be a little nervous, or ladies, to be safe, it's always good to meet first with a friend. And if things are going good, maybe send her home, because if you're on a dating app or something, and now if you know him, you've seen him out, like whatever, that's fine. But for safety, maybe have a friend. Or if you're nervous like me, I am always very nervous on a first date. So I would be like, come on, Kyler, can you come with me? I like him. Okay, you can leave.
Well, I would also say if you are meeting people via the internet or dating apps, which I know that is clearly very, very common in this day and age, that people are meeting people on social media. For sure, rule numero uno, do not let the person know where you live at, and definitely take an Uber or drive yourself and meet at the location. Also, it's just an easy way to then be able to leave if you're not having fun, or if you're getting really bad negative vibes from the person. You can just easily have like an emergency and have to leave. Always let people know where you're going. Maybe turn on your location. Let people know, your friends, your family know where you're going. And of course, always go into a public place. Never go to their house on a first date.
Never go to his house.
That is not a first date. Going to someone's house is not a first date. I would never recommend that at all, ever.
No.
Another one would be mini golfing. Mini golfing is cute, and that's like interactive. And usually mini golf is not that expensive. So even if you really don't know the person.
And it's really cute when he like grabs you and grabs your waist, and you can like be cute about it.
So, depending upon the area that you live in, you can go to a regular mini golf, which is like putt-putt golf, or if you have like a Top Golf in your area, that is kind of like more adult version of mini golf. Also, another interesting date, but you can kind of get to know the person a little bit, but going to see a comedy show, and usually, depending upon the city you live in, a lot of the smaller comedy shows are free. Okay, the two most generic ones, movies and dinner. Movies that's like if you're super not creative and maybe there's a movie that you genuinely really want to see or something like that, or if you're younger, that's just like an easy go-to thing, and it's not that much pressure as far as having to interact. So if you're very introverted, that might be a good place to go just to kind of warm up and just see if you even like the person's energy. Dinner is definitely more intimate. I think that
it's so intimate. Like, you have to have a vibe with one another to sit across from each other, and like, so that's why I say dinner is so intimate. You kind of have to like break the ice first.
Yes. I agree. And of course, going to dinner, I'm very old school on this. If you are going on a date with someone, I usually 1,000% think that the male should pick up the bill. I think that sometimes for interactive dates, at least if you are the type of person who wants to go Dutch on a first date, at least that's something that's more interactive. Like if we're going mini golf, then you could just pay for your own admission. Or if you're going to the comedy show, you know, maybe just buying your own ticket and both meeting up there, you know, something like that. But for a dinner date, I definitely think that I believe in kind of, you know, the male should pay for the dinner date. So also, depending upon the area that you live in, of course, and how adventurous you are, you could go horseback riding. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I would love something like that. If someone was like, oh, hey, let's go to horseback riding, I would be like, oh my God, Gia, that's so cute. Like,
so cute. Guys, these are literally really cute dates that you
horseback riding.
I think every girl will like.
I just think, you know, even if you're horrible at it, I think that's just a cute idea. If you have that in your area, clearly if you live more in the city area, that might not be something you could do, but if it's available, that's also something you could do as a group. Like as Gia said, if you wanted to take your friends with you, if you're really nervous, that's something where you could say, hey, me and my girls are planning to go horseback riding. Do you and some of your friends want to meet up to do X, Y, and Z? If you're really like an active personality, that might be a really hit for you, and kind of setting the tone of like, hey, I'm not the normal girl or guy who just wants to sit down and have dinner. Let's go do something. Let's go to the trampoline park. And then clearly if you like them, then maybe you guys will go to the second date and get to the dinner.
I like dates like that.
Yeah, trampoline park, I think it's super cute. If you are very eclectic and very artsy, you can go to a museum. There are so many museums.
I love museum dates. And they're free, fellas. They're free.
Majority of them are free. Majority of them are free, unless you're going to see like a special exhibit. But even so, still, that's a very cost-efficient, non-really expensive date that you can do. And majority of the time, clearly, you have to go during the daytime, so you don't have to worry about it being super late. It's a public place. I think it's pretty hard to probably get kidnapped from the museum. So I think that's a pretty safe place to meet someone for a first date. And again, at the museum, you can kind of dress up, you can kind of dress down, whatever your style. And there's usually a lot of different exhibits that come into the city, so you can also look up to see what exhibits in your town then.
What is one of your best dates and then one of your worst dates?
Okay, I went on this first date when I first moved to New York, and this guy took me to a haunted house as our first date, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Just because I love scary stuff, and he was terrified the entire time, and it was hilarious. Like, it was really funny. But
it's always funny when someone's like not scared at all and the other one's like really scared.
Yes. One of the worst dates I've ever been on was, on the flip side, I was on a dinner date with someone, and the guy that I was on a date with got belligerently drunk, and he was so drunk that he could not drive home, and then he was trying to drink and drive, which I do not condone, and I ended up having to call a taxi and put him in the taxi, and I had no idea where the man lived at. It was just horrible. But again, clearly that did not go to date 2 because I already knew that he had an alcoholism problem, and I did not want those troubles.
Yeah, ladies and men, I wouldn't recommend like drinking a lot. I've had a lot of really cute first dates, but one of a great date that I went on, we were in Vegas, and you guys know how romantic Vegas can be. And
romantic Vegas.
We went to dinner at the Bellagio. And then we like walked the strip, and then when we got to the fountain with like the show, This Kiss by Faith Hill came on, and he like grabbed me and kissed me.
That's cute.
That was a really good date. And then a bad date that I had was going to a club with a guy. I wouldn't recommend you going to a club with a guy because it could be girls. It's just like whatever. So he was flirting with girls, so I wanted to make him jealous. So I started flirting with boys, and then he got mad, and then I wouldn't recommend doing that. So that was a really bad date. So
Yikes. Yeah, I would never recommend going to the club on a first date either, because unless you guys already have a bond, it's just too much going on. It's loud in the club. You guys really can't connect. There's no way of even really understanding their personality, and that's just not a good first date. The tricky part is who texts first, and when do you text a person after the date. I don't think that you should wait longer than 48 hours after the date to reach out, because then I think that kind of seems a little flaky or disinterested. So if you are interested, don't really try to play too hard to get. But if they don't answer, don't start immediately blowing their phone up. You guys are just getting to know each other, so calm down, take a breather, and either allow them to come to you or go to the next, because you definitely don't want someone who doesn't want you. Show up and look your best, have fun, be the best version of yourself, and then if either the person likes you or they don't like you. And if they don't like you, deuces. Next.
Bye, have a great time.
there's so many fish in the sea.
So many. It's like a gazillion people in this world. So if that might not be your fish, just go to the next one.
And the more you date, the closer you are to finding your person. It's just like a numbers game.
Yeah, or sometimes you need to date. It's just so you can get the feeling of what to do, what not to do, and etc. So, of course, I want you guys to let us know in the comments what you guys think about first date jitters, first date tips. What do you normally wear? What are other places that maybe we didn't think of that people should go to on a first date, or places that you think are horrible first dates? Let us know. Definitely like the video, comment on this video, subscribe, go on a first date. Let us know how it went. If you guys are single, holler at us as well.
Yeah.
These are our Instagrams.
We're
right
open.
Here. Okay, so of course you guys know how this goes. We love to love, we love to hate. So what have you got for us? Dishes.